Hey, Gladstone. Central Valley, California, have not seen. Yeah, I know. No airlines happening. There's no. Like I says, I haven't seen anything different. If anybody's got any information on any Canadian airports being shut down or flights canceled, please just let me know. I've been vibing high for weeks. I feel we're very close. Yes, so do I. I feel it too, Lottie. Or Lori, sorry. Get rid of, well, I guess I will. Yes. If he pops up there, I'll have to get rid of him. So I guess, John F. Kennedy Jr., everybody knows that you're a scammer, dude. So I don't know why you're wasting your time here. You've already had facial recognition. The Alliance or the NSA is all over you. I expect get some handcuffs on you pretty soon. Nobody's going to go unscathed here. Everybody's going to be vetted in the world. They're not going to go forward in a new world with a bunch of scamming scumbags still out there running around. Ain't going to happen. Are the shutdowns happening all over the world? Yes, it's going to happen, Bonnie. Now, I don't know if it's going to go all at once. I expect it would be. But like I said, I'm still not going to change too much in my life until they actually, turn the lights out. So it's I'm going to carry on. I mean, I've been, flying back and forth to the Philippines and Canada for the last, since 1990. And, I do that. America matters. Yes, my buddy's in Alberta. Yeah, Alberta's, is about to kick the federal government to the curb. Speaking of airlines, yes, Bonnie, speak up. Listen, I want, there's a lot of people out there that are, they're stressed out. They're not feeling in high vibrations, and I understand, but we gotta, I just want to just say that we have gone through absolutely everything. They have thrown everything but the kitchen sink, and maybe even that too, at us, and we've survived it. So I want everybody, this is the finish line now. Don't get upset or don't lose faith now, right? I want everybody to stay strong. All you soldiers and digital soldiers out there that have been fighting the fight, this is the time to celebrate. This is the time that this is going to happen. I know we don't have money in our pocket yet, but it's coming, okay? It's going to be here. So everybody just keep the faith and stay in high vibration, because if we start going into a low, vibration, it's just going to help the enemy. Yeah, I know. Just everybody stay cool. And, like it says, this is going to be, they have to bring it all down in order for it to give us a new world. I mean, the ones that should be crying is the deep state, and I've got lists of everybody. You can name whoever you want to name, and I'll tell them. I can even almost tell them or tell you how they were executed. Okay, but they're all gone. There's nothing that's in place right now. I mean, you can go to. I think his name is John Null on Facebook. And I think I don't know how he's staying on, but he's dropping all these, the charges and the executions, everything's going on there. And, but I can post him. Yes, they're still having, you can call it what you want. It's a U.S. Treasury note, and it's going to be applicable for all the countries that will be coming in to the American or the Western Kingdom. Everybody's going to have that same currency. I mean, they did it with the euro, but the euro's it failed because it was all cabal, and they never had any gold backing. This one here's we're going to have gold backing on our treasury note. This is why all the gold is there, and they have huge amounts of secret or hidden gold deposits and other precious metal deposits around the world to back all this up. I want to say that you still have a great chance to get out there and buy whatever silver you can, and because that's going to go vertical. I know it will. Hey, Tic Mac, yes, we love you, England. There's a lot of great people there. Hey, welcome. How you doing, user? Yes, welcome, Edmonton. I had a great time when I was there in the Gretzky years. I really enjoyed my young life in Edmonton for, I think I was there 11 years. Live Oak, Florida. Welcome, Tony. No snow yet. Okay. Thanks, Pam. Probably chilly at night, though. Atlantic Canada here. Yes. Welcome, Boo. At Mela. Greetings from SA, South Africa, I believe. Snow's in North Dakota, eh? Okay. It's coming. Hunker down. You'll be able to fly out to any hotspot you want around the world soon enough. Hi, Tampa. Oh, Bonnie, you're in Tampa, eh? Well, nice. That's got to be a nice spot. Welcome, Netherlands. We met some people from Holland, and they were listening to our group talking yesterday, and they just joined right in. It was like family, that they knew exactly what was that they were saying, and she was very aware of what we were talking about. I thought was really, really cool, and we introduced ourselves, and they came and joined our table. There was about, I guess, at least 10 or 12 of us at the table. Completely took over the corner of the Tim Hortons, which was great, and we just had a really good session. And very, very high vibration, extremely high vibration, and I'm sure that vibration was sent out all over the valley. And we, like I says, we try to, like, as long as I'm here, we try to go there on Fridays and have a great session, and everybody gets together, and it's a lot of fun. I call them they're my soul family. My soul family from the valley. Believer of Christ, yes. South Africa. Good to see I'm not the only one from South Africa. Yes, yeah, I know, Heidi. No, you're not alone. There's a lot of Patriots out there. Back in the day, I thought I was the only crazy one on the planet, and that was a very kind of a sick feeling, because, I started questioning my own mind control, and whether or not, the only thing that kept me in there was guys like Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, and even Joe Rogan was not awake at that time, and certainly Tucker Carlson was dead asleep of what was going on there. So I kind of threw him to the curb until he got fired by Fox, and then of course all of a sudden he wakes up, right? And I think who woke him up was Roseanne Barr. Yeah, she's a great lady. She's always been awake, that one. Yes, we are believers of Christ. Chemtrails are bad here. That's too bad. Where are you at? Where you at, Jimmy? Great awakening, yes. Sending love to all the family. That's great. Enrico. Welcome, Maria. Alenza. Hey, Penny. We're like it says, we're at a point right now. I expect. I've been trading some Canadian money for some Philippine money, and the reason why I've been doing that is because I want to spread everything over wherever I go, and in special locations, because I believe that I've seen so many stories. There's older people now. I was talking to a soul family yesterday, and her father, 85 years old, in San Francisco. He's a retired jeweler. And he's got it all kind of stashed away, whatever he's doing, and he owns a couple of condos down there and whatever. And that's a kind of a tough situation right now, right? It's a very, very tough predicament to be in. And I'm hoping that they make a move on it, because the trouble is with people, and this is not just one occasion. This is a lot of occasions that are happening, that where we're having wealthy baby boomers and old people that are getting close to the end, and they're getting close to passing over, and they're going to leave all the material things behind, and the government's sitting there like this, waiting. Right? They're just sitting, waiting and waiting. And they have to prepare themselves for, that time financially. And the last thing we want to do is give these parasitic creepazoids more money. I like I says, I haven't been able to get any updates of what is happening. Welcome, Ohio. Is that Jethro? I can hardly see. I know. And Jake told me this morning I got to get a what do you call it? One of those the iPads, whatever. Yeah, I know. I should, but I think we're so close to the end here now. I'm going to try and hang in there. If if family could just bear with me until I get to my house. Hey, Tyrone. How's it going, brother? Oh, Jeffro. Okay. Welcome, Alabama. Geez, I want to go see that state. It just sounds beautiful down there. So many good songs about it, too. Hey, Deandra. I hope I can get these names out, because I'm not, like it says, I'm a dropout, and I've only learned through my own self-taught reading. And I was always very slow at the reading end of it, because I was too busy trying to chase money. Stephanie, welcome. Silver is still going to rise high. Yes, it is. And I explain why. It's not just going to be because, the banks of London are going to not have it. But they're going to play a big part. But they're going to, the alliance and the quantum financial system, the QFS military basically, is going to reevaluate everything based on the new economic world that we're going to be walking into. There's nothing out there that's going to be manipulated, right? So if it's not manipulated, and if we get to the true value of what the metals are, well, we're going to have to base silver on all the 10,000 properties that they hold inside that metal. It's not just excuse me, it's not just a medicine, but it's a frequency, as well as copper is. I mean, and it silver will protect you. It will hold power. It just goes on and on. You can, it'll mend your body by drinking the colloidal silver. And if you drink enough of it, you're going to turn blue, right? just like the Nordics. You don't want to do that, right? But of course you'll be healthy, but you'll have blue skin. There are people out there that have drank too much of it, and that is irreversible. Beautiful blue skies here in northern Texas. I'll bet it is. I love Texas too. I think maybe one day I'm just going to take I wonder if there's a train that goes right through, and I could just take the train and just look at it all. You know, like I said, I mean, if I don't get what I want in British Columbia, I'm going to go straight south into Idaho or Montana. Yes, Trump is running on a 13. He's going to be running on a 13-month calendar. Yes, that means 28 days in each month, which is going to go back to the normal cycle of what God intended. Welcome, Colorado. Yes, I know, Panda. The veterans need priority care, and they're going to get it. That's the word. I know it's tough on the vets. I mean, I got buddies that are vets here in Canada and as well as in the Philippines. And a lot of the Filipinos, like the vets back in the day, like when I first got into the Philippines when I was working in Japan, and that's how I actually discovered the Philippines, because we had to leave our work every 30 days because we had only work visas for 30 days inside Japan. So we would whip off to another country for the weekend and then come back and then have our passport stamped. That's how it worked. And of course, when I went down there, I ended up meeting a lot of vets that that decided to stay in the Philippines because they were only making their pension being a vet was only like $850 American. They couldn't live on that inside the States, right? So they set up camp and moved to the Philippines and married a Filipino. And of course, $820, whatever, was like, that was like, back then it was like 70, 80, 90, even 100,000 a month. So that was, they were living like kings.